The button is hit. We're here. We're live. This is the vinyl collection, looking through the record shelves. Welcome back, everybody, to episode. This is a milestone, episode 60. Who thought we would go 60 episodes? Still.
Record shelves. Welcome back, everybody, to episode.
I'm hearing myself somehow.
Sorry, I was trying to like it, to help the algorithm, and it started playing. I'm like, hey, stop that.
That's it. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that fun stuff because we got a lot of cool stuff to show you. Still one more member of the panel yet to arrive, but I'm sure he'll be here shortly so we can have a nice four-square chat today because nothing better when you get all four squares happening. So if you're in the chat, thanks for joining us. I see Duke Retro Nonsense is there. Thanks, Duke.
Hey, Duke.
That's Chris Roberts' partner in the Retro Nonsense podcast, due to release a hot new episode very soon. So check them out, Retro Nonsense podcast. And if you're in the chat, feel free to say hello, and we'd love to chat with you and tell us all about your record collection as we tell you about ours. I got some exciting stuff planned. I have a mail bag to go through. Well, I have one thing in the mail that showed up. Very exciting. From Third Man Records, but not a vault release. This is just from the Third Man Records store. And I did get some pickups from there was a big outdoor flea market. I got a couple things from that, and there's still some leftover pickups I have from last week too. So we'll see that. But I have a major pickup that will be in the vinyl adjacent segment. That's coming soon. For free, a free pickup. Those are the best.
It wasn't that $1,000 record player.
$1,000 records. Yeah. If you guys saw that on my Instagram, I was at this flea market, and I mean, it's out in the sun. It's just out in the farmer's field, and this guy has this Sony linear portable record player, which he had
Wait, that was a portable record player?
It's portable. You can put batteries in it. Yeah. That's why it's so, because when you take the record out, it's just this the arm, right? The linear arm.
I've seen pictures of them. I just don't know how those work or where the stylus is. And I'm sure it's inside the thing. And
it's linear. So the stylus just goes, up and down. He had $1,000 and I looked it up. It actually not crazy price. They can go for up to $3,500, those things.
But who's gonna spend $1,000 on a record player at an outdoor flea market?
That's
on some dude's table. Come on, what's he trying to accomplish there? Is he just like, oh, look what I got, kind of thing? Or
he saw a completed sale on eBay from 30 years ago, and he thought it was still worth it.
In front of the table. If that shit falls off,
he had hooked up. He was demonstrating it, but still, I don't know. I didn't. He said, "I can play it for you."
You did see it working, though.
I didn't. He said,
"Well, he said he had the ability to do it." Okay.
Yeah. He had speakers there. He was ready to go, but
it's cool looking. I'd never seen one of those before.
All right. What would have been your number? Say he asked $400. Would you bought it?
No. No way.
But you know what it's worth. Why wouldn't you have bought it to flip it? You afraid you get stuck with it?
Yeah, no. I the reason why I do this is to find these treasures for like insanely cheap prices, like $25 to $50.
Well, yeah, but if you were to sell it and make $2,000, then you can buy whatever the hell you wanted.
Too big of it. I'm not a heavy player like Chris Roberts. I can't gamble that.
Hey, you gotta go big or go home, man.
You do. That's how you make the big numbers.
So win big, you bet big.
That's right.
Was it sun faded at all, or was that the color of it?
It wasn't a great pick, right?
It didn't look mint at all.
Yeah. See, that's rough at 1,000. But I just wonder what number you could have been comfortable with, other than obvious $20. 50?
Yeah. Maybe up to 100, maybe, but I don't know, because linear players are not, they don't get high ratings anyways, because they're so tough they have to change their speed as they go down the disc, so they're not known to be very reliable, but the cool factor of linear players are, way up there.
It looks neat. Yeah. What do you know what year that's from? Like when were those
85 maybe, something like that. Yeah, 80s.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do realize super high prices on eBay.
Was it marketed as a portable player? Like, were people
Yeah.
taking those around with them?
Yeah, you take
Yeah.
them to the party with you. Yeah.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Hey, spoiler alert! You're not catching Duke this month. I mean, he's almost at 300,000 on this score.
Dude,
295, 470.
295 now?
Yes, you're done, dude. Just I
I
just
put the effort
posted
in.
another one 15 minutes ago.
Oh, good. Yeah. It's
What
a
was
fun
your
game,
high?
though.
What was your high, Bill? No, it's a great game. What was your high score, Bill?
Crazy, like 30,000, something like that.
I mean,
I was proud of myself. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, for a
That's not
child.
bad. How many times have you played it?
I did not play it as a youngster, so that was
neither
my
did I. But how many times have you played it since this contest is going on?
good
Couple
10
times?
times.
Okay, yeah, that's decent. You
Yeah.
just got to keep playing. You know, I did
Yeah.
doing a little research on the game. I read that I don't know if it was in with the packaging, but when that game first came out, if you could send, I don't know whether it was the manufacturer or Activision, proof that you could get over 50, I think it was 50,000 points.
You get the patch, right?
They were getting a patch. Yeah, how cool is that?
What?
They had it for all the
Yeah.
Activision. Like, I don't know about every Activision game, but there was a bunch of Activision games that you could get patches for.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, I know we're very vinyl adjacent, but we had to talk about Sequest. And I don't know about if it's just you guys, hey Kevin, but Sequest looks the worst on my TV, like very noisy. And I'd put in other games and they'd be super clean, but that Sequest, and I cleaned it and everything, but it's still noisy.
Noisy.
Could have a bad cart.
Okay, cool. Look at, we got Kevin Buried on Mars joining us with an awesome Grateful Dead shirt. And I think it's Mickey Hart's birthday today too. So
That's why I wore it.
All right.
Who's Mickey Hart?
Drummer.
Oh, good to
job. Good job. Duke saying his cart looks super clean. That's how he's getting those high scores. If mine was cleaner, no telling. No telling what would happen. No telling for sure.
I think there's telling.
All right. So, Matt Bandy, you going to want to tease what's going on tonight from you? Any teases?
I do. I have an unboxing to do.
Ooh, that's 2 unboxings today.
So, yeah, there's my little toot, 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 toot.
Now, Chris Roberts, he's missed a couple episodes and he's been building up a pile.
Yeah,
of
I was
vinyls.
just thinking about adjacent, and I was like, I got like 40 new cassettes, so I'm gonna save that for another episode because I mean, I'm like, why am I went to an estate sale and I was like the first or second one there, and I open up the cassette drawers and they're all full of like classic rock. So I was like, well, how much do you want for these? She goes, well, just give me $5 a container. And I was like, all right, just close it and just put them in the pile.
Wow. I might have Chris Roberts beat on that story today. So stay tuned for that.
Okay.
Later, for cassettes.
I know Chris Roberts got a good story he could tell. I don't know if it's
no, I can't tell it tonight.
Oh.
I could tease it though.
Maybe it's an off store.
Well, no, I don't mind telling it, but I told it on the Retro Nonsense podcast, so I'm not going to spoil it. So you have to tune in to hear it on there first.
If you pre-release Duke, he will come to your house and break your knees. So
I will just say, I will give one tease. There was blood.
Good. That's good.
Really? Yep. There was blood.
All right.
This was an estate sale, and there was blood, and that's all I'm going to say.
Kevin, can you tease blood for tonight yourself?
No, I got no blood. I don't even have vinyl adjacent. I can't. I'm looking around here. I got nothing.
I was up to like yesterday with nothing. No records, no adjacent. I was just going to be the presenter. By the way, I'm Bill. Thanks for joining us. I was going to be the presenter and just throw it to you guys, but the big flea market happened, yard sailing happened, and today, as I was going around starting the yard sailing, there was a guy just putting stuff out to the curb with a free sign, and he had bikes out there, he had chairs, he had a little table, and on top of the table was This thing.
Nice.
Now I haven't touched it.
Is that a portable player?
It was 8 tracks.
Oh, the
Guys,
8 tracks?
You guys are saying 8 tracks?
I think 8 tracks.
It's this
like
cool, like retro vinyl. It's all dirty. I haven't touched it.
Is that a record box
I was
holder?
going
Is
to say
that
it's a record
45 holder? Bill ain't strong enough to hold up a record player. Yeah, I mean, it's not a record player.
Let's see what's in here. Ready?
Let's see.
Kevin,
It
any
has to
guesses?
be now
No
if he's going to
clue.
open it that way. Please, everything fall out on him. Yeah,
Oh.
cassettes.
cassettes.
Dude, how did you think that was going to go? That is a pretty cool. I like that, though, the way that's opens up like that. That's pretty awesome, dude. I haven't seen one of those ever, I don't think.
Yeah, and
That's really cool because then it doubles as a stand.
yeah, exactly. He just had it like really jammed here with lots of stuff. I just saw what was in here and free, and the case was
Well,
cool,
the
so I'm
case
like,
is worth picking up. That's a cool case.
It can't be
So,
free.
No.
what can I
Unless
show
he
you?
paid you to take them.
We got
or
some
Loaded the stuff in the car
Ooh,
for you. Like
got some
that's all
share. Got
Big
some
share.
Benatar.
Oh,
there.
all of this is in Bill's wheelhouse for
got
sure.
some Steve Miller.
Oh, they live.
Got some-
Not bad. A live album though. Wonder how it
Paul
sounds.
Simon.
Paul Simon.
I got that on CD.
How about some Belinda?
Yeah.
Belinda. Who's Belinda?
Carlisle?
Linda Carlisle.
Yeah. Oh, hold
Go
on.
Goes.
Oh, okay.
Eternal
Yeah,
Flame
Hell.
was probably on there.
And we're going down the Canadian road right now, folks. You can't have a Canadian box of cassettes without the Canadian
Oh,
goddess,
Anne Murray.
Anne Murray. Oh my God! Look at the Canadian
Woman.
Platinum Blonde.
Oh,
Kevin knows those guys.
it's every Canadian mom's wheelhouse right there.
Some Bruce, the Human Touch. I don't know that one. White Snake.
Ooh, there you go.
That's cool.
Okay. Bonnie Tyler. I don't know. That is.
I Need a Hero.
Big hair. Big hair.
Yeah. See here. Oh,
There you go.
that's nice.
There you
It's
That's
weird.
a cool. That's cool for free, man.
Weird
That's good.
selection in your Christmas songs.
Wow, you got to have one of those.
Gotta have Canadian box. Gotta have your Rush.
Oh, yeah.
Brace
No, I mean, you don't have to.
And holy, more Canadian. That's going in the Kevin pile. That's going.
No thanks. Yeah. Bear's got enough copies of that.
No, I know you'll love it.
Bill
Jack
Collins?
required.
Yeah.
Look at that guy.
Oh,
Giving
some
you
Seeger.
Oh, Seeger. That's dope.
Seeger.
Look at that mustache setup.
Twitty.
Conway Twitty.
Conway.
There you
Yeah.
go, yeah,
That
yeah.
dude was an old pimp, man. He'll
Oh,
take
yeah.
your wife.
Some more for the Kevin piles. More
No
Brian
thanks.
Adams.
I'll
Oh,
hard
and
pass.
of course,
Oh, Survivor.
Survivor.
Yeah.
Eye of the Tiger.
that's empty, guys.
Yeah.
There you go. He loved that one. So that's some Stevie Wonder.
I have that on vinyl.
More Bruce.
Bruce.
Steve Perry.
Steve Perry.
He should have just stuck with the Journey.
This was so good he got it twice. This
Wow.
one does have the cassette in
That
it.
is so weird when people do that. Oddball.
Electric North.
Who's that?
Is that a compilation or is that
Yeah,
a?
that can go to Kevin probably.
That's a compilation, right?
I really don't want any cassettes. I'm
It's
good.
got Harlequin and I don't know, Loverboy. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Kevin.
it's a
It's
compilation.
total Kevin. George Strait.
Ooh, there
Hey,
you
he's
go.
good.
Oh, check out our other Canadian angel, Rita McNeil.
Rita.
I don't know that one.
You don't know Rita?
No.
She's
She's
even
with
on Trail Park Boys.
the Newfoundland Gold. Tanya Tucker.
Oh, nice. Making a
Yeah?
comeback. Have you heard her new stuff?
No,
Oh, check it out. It's really good.
that's a
All
cool
right.
cover for Heart. I don't know. Is that 80s?
You got Magic Man on there? What's that got?
Who will you run
Isn't that your
to?
nickname in high school?
No, this is 80s stuff.
Oh, that's when they got when the chubby one, they stuck her in the background.
Sticks. And more Kevin.
More Loverboy.
No.
Oh, this go to Kevin too. That's probably
Ooh,
my
hey,
God,
that's not a
Bob.
bad one.
I can't even
That's
get Sarah
that's an
back.
early tape too, though.
Sarah won't even take that.
no. How about
Oh,
some
John.
Yeah, she's
Len
got
John.
that. She's got that online.
Oh, that's Kevin's for sure. Sarah
Oh
loves
yeah, that I would take for sure. I'm not on cassette though.
Honeymoon Suite.
Those guys
Canadian?
Canadian. That's Canadian.
They really suck.
Eagles.
Throw that out.
Yeah.
Eagles is good, man.
Dude.
Yeah, for me, coupon.
Trash.
That's good stuff.
Good, Joel. Oh, I don't like that either. I can go to Kevin.
Oh, that's good.
You don't like Duran Duran?
No.
Sarah might take that.
I had this as a kid.
Hell yeah. There you go.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Super Tramp. That's empty though.
Oh, that's dope. I like that one. My friend had. Oh, that sucks. Go back and kick his ass, Bill.
Some Asia Bolf.
Who frames an Asia poster? They're Swedish, right? They're a Swedish band. Asia? Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Kenny, but it's empty. Kenny Rogers and Dolly.
And Dolly. Wow.
Blank Tape. Don't know what's on that.
No one
Could be
cares.
anything. Could be anything.
Melissa Manchester. Do you guys remember?
No.
It's quite the
Toto.
collection here.
It is wild. There's the Survivor tape.
It's definitely 80s for sure.
You think it's maybe two different people's stuff combined?
No.
Kenny.
All this shit was on the same station back then. It's all top 40.
There's some Bruce back in USA. Born in the USA. Sorry. Back in USSR. REO Speedwagon. Some Henley. Look at that. Tough. Ooh. She got legs.
There we go.
Yeah. A private dancer.
And Wilson Canning. Original Christmas medleys. But I hope that case cleans up nice. And I don't, because it's like, it feels like a leather, but it must be a vinyl. I don't want to try cleaning it and ruin it.
Just use some Armor All.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Just
Chris
Armor
Roberts
All.
with a good idea.
It'll be just fine.
So later on today, yard sailing. Only fruitful at one yard sale. This old guy had two components for $5 each. I said, how about $5 for both those components? He said, sure. And it even came with the manual, which is good. And we got this Techniques tape deck here.
Oh, nice. It's cool looking.
So, I really hope it works. I haven't tested it yet.
You gonna keep that?
I don't know. I have to test her out, see how it compares to what I have already. And finally, for my vinyl adjacent, sorry to monopolize so much time, I did find some CDs at this yard sale that I got the deck from. They were $1 each. I have this on vinyl already, but I might as well grab it on CD. Some Dire Straits. I've had this many times. Might as well get it again.
I'm still looking for that.
Van the Man. This might be a double for me, Kevin. So I'll throw that in with your lover boy. And I saw this. I thought, I better get this so Bandy thinks I'm cool. I don't know. Let's see if he knows this one. Bluesmith.
What is that? It looks cool.
Look at him. He's got flames coming out of his eyes.
That's your next back tattoo, Bandy.
There you go.
Look at that.
Bluesmith. Who is it?
Turns out they're a Canadian blues band from Calgary, and even though they look like they incorporate fantasy into it, it's just down home regular blues. Yeah, like a bar band.
I would have never guessed with that cover.
Yeah, I know. Like, they got that, and then you got, I don't know about this. Then these guys are doing brick walling.
They're looking tough.
It's by Universal.
The heck?
What are you doing,
Axel F
Bill?
going on there? What's
that's my dad trying to call.
That's the host right there, everybody.
Okay, so that's my vinyl adjacent. Let me put you all back here. Hang up on my father.
This guy, you know, you can you can silence that.
I got responsibilities and people I look after. I
didn't see you answer the phone. I mean, obviously,
he called
the wrong guy.
He was good. Anyways, that's my vinyl adjacent. Sorry for monopolizing so much time, but I pass it over to Matt Bandy to show us what he's. Oh, and don't forget, I got an unboxing coming, so stay tuned. Matt Bandy.
Yeah, I'll start. I got a couple of vinyl adjacent and the vinyl adjacent unboxing. So the first one I'm going to show, I found this today. This was actually a mixtape that my wife made for me before we were married.
Ooh, the mixtape.
Yeah, it used to. So it's a side A says sore throat, and side B says runny nose.
Oh.
Side A, this was all punk rock, hardcore stuff. Side B was all emo, sad boy stuff. I used to have. I swear this thing had a J card with it and had the track list written out on it. I don't know where it is. I'm gonna give this a listen after the show tonight and see what's on here. It's been years since I've listened to it, and I showed this to her prior to coming on. She's like, "I don't remember making that for you."
Oh,
I was like, "Oh," but I'm like, "No, I know you did."
You better hope you know.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, but some other girl made it for you." She's like, "That's not my hand."
You could have flipped that on her and been like, "You made it so many tapes, you don't remember, you didn't keep track."
Exactly. Yeah. So
because that's her handwriting, I would imagine, right?
It's not. She said it's not my handwriting.
Oh, and then you need to have her write some stuff down in Sharpie and see how it turns out.
It doesn't look like her handwriting. It looks more like my handwriting.
Well, Bandy gave some other girl a sore throat.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Maybe I wrote that on there, but because it does kind of looks like my handwriting.
So Matt Bandy just made all this up. Let's move on.
I know. Anyway, so I'm going to show this. I don't know if I've shown this before. This is Iron Age, their debut demo. Kind of a sad note. Wade, their guitarist, died a year ago today, and so kind of repping the some of the Iron Age stuff here. But this was the first of their music I heard. I picked this up at a show in Chicago. Iron Age are a crossover hardcore band with some, they played hardcore but with more metallic influenced. But yeah, this is a cool release. So been listening to their stuff today. So I'll get to the unboxing here. This came in the mail from it's from the Royal Mail. This came from somewhere in the United Kingdom. This was a Bandcamp purchase. I didn't realize this was coming from overseas when I ordered it. I definitely didn't pay overseas shipping. So I was kind of surprised to see that this was coming from out of the States. Any guesses on what this is?
Show that box again. Oh, well, CDs, right?
I don't know. What is it?
I don't know. Looks like a CD size box.
It does. It's kind of weird. Still think it's a CD?
Flashlight. Cassette. There you go. Cassette. How many? You got to have more than one, right? Just one?
Just one. Yeah.
Oh.
Just one. So this is a little crack on there, but that's okay. So this is a released by a synth pop band called The Midnight. They're from Los Angeles.
Boy, man, Matt just has a knife to the ready.
Always. You don't carry a knife?
I mean, I will now.
You should.
I can't carry it at work, so I've got out of that habit. I used to always have a knife in my pocket.
Keep it in your pocket, right?
I know, but anyway, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So this is called Monsters. This is a band I've listened to a little bit over the past couple of years, but I've been listening to their music a lot more lately. So this is retro wave, synth wave stuff. Really cool songwriting. A lot of synth wave doesn't have vocals. This is a lot. Almost every track has some vocal parts on it. It's two guys that do the music, and I think they play live shows too, which I think they have a full band from what I've seen. But I don't know if you can tell, but the sticker here is kind of like a wood grain.
That I can tell, and that looks really cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So this bought this off Bandcamp. You can listen to their music there. All their stuff is on iTunes too.
Where's the crack in the case?
Just on the back. Just a little.
Oh, unacceptable.
That's not too bad.
Yeah, no.
I mean, let's be honest, Bill. I imagine all your tape, all of your tapes in your tape collection has that.
Was
crack.
there a cassette in that case that didn't have a crack in
Right.
it?
I mean, come on.
So yeah, this is recommended stuff. I really like it. It's got the heavy 80s vibe to it. They use a lot of clips sometimes from commercials, pop culture stuff from that time period. It's pretty chill stuff. It's fun, real nostalgic feeling, even though this is modern music, but it sounds gives you that old.
So
vibe,
how's things been since you've gotten that cassette player now? Like, I mean, have you been listening to your tapes a lot more?
All the time.
That's cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Well, I figured we talked about it already, but I didn't know how you had been using it and stuff.
Like Chris fishing for compliments there.
No, you paid for it. I just
I
found
did,
it.
but,
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah, I'm super happy with it. I've almost been listening to cassettes more than I have records lately, just because it's. I listen to a lot of music when I'm cooking or doing chores, and I don't have to, I have to flip.
Yeah, it's auto reverse.
So it just keeps going. So yeah, the convenience factor is nice with it, and it sounds good too. So.
Chris Roberts came through.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, lately it's been like 1 out of 10, 1 out of 20 that work. And I was getting nervous I wasn't going to be able to find you one. I thought for sure, because I scored so quick on mine. I was so happy with it. And I was like, everyone I kept getting had broken. Well, I wasn't buying them, but kept testing, had, busted belts in it. As I was telling Bill before the show, I was like, I really need to figure this out, because, I mean, shit, I might be able to make a nice little chunk of change replacing these belts on these cassette decks. Because, I mean, they're like $70, $80 for these things now. They're going up in price, and the belts are like 10 cents.
Yep. Matt Bandy, he did give us some homework last week. I don't know if you guys remember. He told us to listen to Bespin Moons, right?
Oh.
On Bandcamp. I listened to it. I don't know if you guys did.
Oh, look at that. Look at
Chris.
Mine isn't fancy like Mac, because I didn't, I guess, pay enough, but
no, you didn't.
I got the black.
So mine was limited to 50 copies.
Oh, because I did hear that when you called me out saying that mine wasn't blue or something.
Well,
I had the black one.
I was like,
you're like, man, real collectors have the blue ones.
I didn't see that. Mine came with the poster too, so
yeah.
You're a high roller, man. I know you. You pay more than their minimum.
Nope.
I'm a cheap bastard. It's like, you could pay 10. I'm like, okay, I'll pay 10.
You could pay $1,000 if you wanted to.
Yeah. But no, I like it because, I mean, the cover has like the Star Wars card. Like if this was an action figure, it's really neat. I haven't opened it up yet, but this tape looks really cool. So,
yeah, that looks.
They sealed it with the package.
Yeah, but I mean, even the inside, it has like I don't know how they get away with this shit, but I mean,
they just do it.
Yeah, it's like, man, they're lucky Lucas isn't in charge anymore.
Well, without there's no really mention of Star Wars on there. It's
okay. These are licensed likenesses. I mean,
well, you can't take a picture of a toy and put it on your.
I mean, maybe it is for use. I don't know. I can't imagine he has Bespin copyrighted still, but I mean, I don't know, man. He doesn't have no say in it no more, so that's what I'm saying. I mean,
you get Mickey coming after you now.
Yeah, but they're weird with this. Sometimes they come hard, sometimes they don't. It's weird.
There's
like
definitely some voice samples in there.
Yeah, it's buried though. So
yeah, okay. It was fine. It came and go for me. Some songs just sounded like it was Kip from Napoleon Dynamite playing his keyboard for a bit, but then it would get a little bit more groovier, and so overall, it's fine.
Cool.
Good recommendation. Bespin Moons. You can play them on the Bandcamp app if you get that.
They're also on Spotify.
Okay. All right. Kevin is de-shaded for his segment here. Oh, no, they're back on. Okay. Nope, they're back off. No
cleaning my glasses.
So we're not going clockwise, Bill?
Who is next? Oh.
I got to go at 5.
I think I'm last. Because I showed up last.
You got to go at 5? Dang, you're late.
No. I corrected it. Come on. 6. I got to leave at 6. So
my apologies.
Listen, I'm not trying to jump the gun, but it was a natural progression
I
here,
get out
buddy.
of order once the windows get moving. I get lost a little bit. So
whatever.
Chris Roberts, please.
All right.
You've been waiting so long.
Hey, yeah, it's been like a month. Okay, I got tons of records. I'm not going to obviously be able to show them all, so I just grabbed them. There ain't really no order to this, but now that I'm looking at it, this does look like what I got at the last estate sale, or at least a chunk of it.
Is this stuff you got for yourself or to?
Yeah, well, I did buy a couple of doubles because I was competing with one guy. I don't want to get too much into the story, but there was one guy I was competing with. So anytime I saw something good that I liked, I just took it. And if there was 2 of them, I took them because I figure at the end, maybe we can swap. And then at the end, I was just like, nah, I'm going to, because you'll see. A couple of them, I'm like, well, I'll just sell the double. And I'm going to give one to Matt. So anyway, but it's ironic because some of the cassettes that you showed, I got the record. So here's one.
It's a good one.
Here's the minute work here. And all these are in really good condition. I'm not going to pull them all out because it's going to just take too much time. This guy was a collector. I really wish I would have been more focused on it because I actually went back to the same estate sale. It's not even really estate. It's an owner-operated estate sale. They're just selling as much of the stuff they can because they're moving to Idaho. But had I known that, I mean, what was left? The guy came and offered him $300 for like 500 records. So I mean, whoever bought the end really got. Even though me and the one guy really picked through, but there was still a lot of good stuff left. Like I had 25 records. He had probably 50 because I mean, this guy was hardcore, and I didn't really care as much. I just wanted to get stuff that I thought I would like to listen to. And he was going probably for the flip as well because I've seen him at other estate sales. Really nice gentleman. He's a good guy though. So I did grab this was one of the ones I got a double of. I actually already have 2 of these, so I ended up upgrading one of mine, and now I got like 3 that I'm going to sell or trade because I actually just took both of them. So now I got 3 doubles.
Jeez, they look super clean. Like,
they're not bad. I mean, there's some. There's a little bit of here and there, little ring on the inside of one of them. But overall, the records are in good shape. So they're going to be fine. Whoever gets them are going to have some good albums.
I think you should build a shelf and just fill them up.
Yeah.
Fill it up full of Thriller.
Yeah. Probably not. So and then also this was another one I got 2 of. I don't know where the other one is. I think it's over here somewhere. But I got 2 of these. I needed one, and again, I figured why not. The one was perfect. It had a nice sleeve on the inside, and then the other one, the record's nice, but it has one of these bill deals in here. So that's kind of, that's garbage. So that I got a double of that, and then got a little Pat Benatar here, and then this is another one. This is the one I'm going to give one of these to Matt. And,
I love that record.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's got the big hit "I Love Rock and Roll," but
it's Joan Jett. You said Pat.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I'm sorry. I totally meant Joan Jett. Thank you though, buddy. I actually got some Pat Benatar, but I don't think it is Joan Jett. Oh, here you go. Here's the other Def Leppard. So this one's actually in really good condition. But this isn't the original liner notes, but at least it's one step above that other shitty thing. Yeah, there was a couple of Fleetwood Mac, so I grabbed the Rumors, but this one again, another Bill condition thing. This has got like the little air conditioning or whatever. But I'm gonna attempt gluing it back because it's not ripped. It's just it looks like the glue just worn out. So I'm gonna attempt fixing this and see what happens. But the record again, this guy liked his vinyl. He had really good taste, and I'm kind of bummed because I was looking at some of the stuff. Like that guy had probably more of the stuff I really wanted, but it was just the luck of the draw. We didn't really know where to start. He started on the right, I started on the left, and I thought it was in alphabetical, and so did he. But then it was funny because we both came to this realization at the same time. It was like he was alphabetical, and then at some point he's just like, because it was like Michael Jackson was next to Fleetwood Mac, there was stuff that wasn't connected. He wasn't putting it back, but at first it was a bunch of it, and I was thinking, man, he had like Scorpions, and I don't know, he has some stuff that I liked, but oh well. And I got a couple of what's their face, Hall and Oates. The other one must be in the other stack. I really wasn't too familiar with both of these. I mean, this album had a couple of hits on it that I knew, but I didn't realize they had so many albums until I started looking through their albums. It's like these guys put out a lot of albums. Like I was like, shit. And a lot of it I never even heard of. So I don't know. A lot of deep tracks. Found this Queen in there. It says A Night at the Opera, so I'm assuming maybe they did it at a fancy place, or maybe that was just the name of it. Because
that's the name of the album. That has Bohemian Rhapsody on it.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. That's the big hit then. Yeah, it's kind of a thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. This is really the first time I've looked at some of these since I got it home because I just got so much shit that day.
That's a good album.
Oh yeah, no, I'm pumped. I thought it was I was afraid it was like a live album because I'm really not a big fan of those. Some of them, yes, but then I got the Double Vision, A Foreigner. Nice. I thought that smelled mildewy, but it didn't. Yeah, see, some of these don't have the original, unless that is the original, but some of them are pretty clean. But it looks like he took the time to go through and like if they were crappy, he upgraded them. And here's another Fleetwood Mac. I don't know. What do you think of their covers? I mean, what's going on there? No, but it's like they cut off his legs or something. I mean, I'm assuming they put the shoes underneath his knees, right? Because he's not that short. That's just weird.
Is he?
Is he though? Because then in the back he looks awful tall. Man, but look at this. I mean, this dude, boy, he'll give you. That guy's looking to rock. Look how low that button is. Yeah. He ain't ready. He's ready to bone. Is that that's not what's his name, is it? I ain't Fleetwood. No, this is the Fleetwood dude, right?
Yeah.
All I can see is him as the old man now. So I'm always like, is that I got the old guy stuck in my brain ever since he did that little collaboration with that skateboarder
was
dude.
It Mick Fleetwood? He would be on Next Generation. He was on a couple episodes. One of the guys from that band was
he?
A guest star.
Yeah, but wasn't he like one of the Fish guys or something? Like
he was one of the Fish guys.
Makeup.
Oh,
you wouldn't recognize him.
Was that his big break in acting?
There was a couple episodes he was on. I always wondered about that.
Since you mentioned Duran Duran earlier, I grabbed this one too. But
I don't think Sarah has that one.
Yeah, this one's like recorded at various venues apparently, unless I'm being misled there. It looks like because it says recorded from around the world. So I don't know if this is like a compilation of different live recordings, maybe.
That was a bar in San Francisco called Around the World.
Yeah? Are you just fucking with me? All right. So then I got a couple of Billy Idols. This one's got White Wedding and Hot in the City and Dancing with Myself. So I this is one of the ones I like.
We signed it too. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, right there, dude. That's got to be worth more money, right?
Can't miss it.
And then here's another one. I think it's a little younger, earlier one. But I don't know, maybe not. It just he looks younger there. I don't know anything off of this one. But
that one had a couple hits on it.
Did it?
Yeah.
To be a little
I can't remember the name. That was a bit of a hit.
Sweet 16.
Yeah, that was the acoustic hit.
Okay. Well, I mean, I dig the guy, so I'm willing to give it a try. And then there was a couple Sammy Hagars. It must be in the other stack, but here's one. I know Kevin's a big Hagar fan, right, Kevin?
Not really.
Oh.
I like him with Van Halen, but his solo stuff I've never been.
Well, I like the one that had it's the other album where he can't drive 55. But I mean, even though that song was kind of like whatever, but I remember as a kid liking it. Like anytime we were driving and it came on, then we started speeding. And then I initially might have bought this for Curtis, but he already had it. But this still has like the wrap on it, and like, this is in pretty good shape.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but he said he had it, so I was like, well, I guess I'll just keep it then.
Yeah, keep it.
Yeah, but like, what is he? He shows everybody but him in the back in this thing. Like, who are these fucking people?
That's his band.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, the Piano Man needs this many people?
Yeah. He had like a full-on backup band that was on all of his albums, his early ones, and then he just fired them one day.
Well, he realized he didn't want to have to cut this shit with them, didn't he?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, you know what? I'll make more money if I.
Well, they were trying to move in on the royalties for the songwriting.
Oh, wow.
So,
well, since that went so quick, I'll just show a couple more. They got John Cougar, American Fool. It's got Hurt So Good, Jack and Diane. I mean, this was kind of like the big album, right, in the early 80s?
Yeah.
Or at least two of them, anyways. Two big hits. Like, what was the deal with this guy, though? He was John Cougar Mellencamp. Like, why didn't he? I'm disappointed that he didn't go by just Cougar Mellencamp and Mellencamp Cougar. Like, why didn't he just complete the circle?
So his name is John Mellencamp.
Right.
And then the record label said, no, you can't be John Mellencamp. So they changed his name to John Cougar,
right,
which he did, but he never liked it. Like, he just never liked that name. So he's like, I want to go back to Mellencamp. So then they met halfway and he became John Cougar Mellencamp. And then eventually he just dropped the Cougar.
Right. I actually like the John Cougar Mellencamp. Maybe it's because that's what I always knew. Because I don't remember him being John Cougar. I know he was, but as a kid, when Jack and Diane and Hurt So Good was big on the radio, I just remember them calling him John Cougar Mellencamp. So
yeah,
I don't know. But apparently it was on that album and he was just John Cougar. And then got an Aerosmith Rocks.
That's a good one.
Yeah, this is a pretty good one. I was happy when I saw this one. And it's pretty good shape too.
It's got a bill cover.
Yeah. That's not too bad, but yeah, I know what you're saying. That's pretty creative little thing there. I don't know who drew that. That's kind of neat. And then I'll finish up with one more for Kevin here. I got the other Hagar. So look at him there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Just
skydiving?
Parachuting onto the White House lawn.
Yeah, too bad he didn't really do that and they just shot him then. We would have been spared some of those shitty Van Halen albums. But, you know, he has a local connection for us, or in Fresno. He tried to open up one of those Cabo Wabo here's. And because that's like his big bar, and they were supposed to have this big grand opening and, you know, had all these people hired and all this shit. And I don't think it ever opened, but they, you know, somebody sunk a bunch of money in this thing and it failed miserably. So I think it's kind of funny. He's kind of a con man. Or he just sells his name and he has really nothing to do with that bar, which is probably more likely. But I mean, why would that be a draw? Would that draw you in? You know, like I want to go to a restaurant and it's like, well, is the food good? But no, but Sammy Hagar has his name on it. I was like, oh, well, fuck, in that case, let's go get drunk and eat some shitty burgers.
Well, that was a thing for a while, wasn't it? Like,
I know.
Didn't Stallone and Schwarzenegger, Hard Rock Cafe
they were
or
playing
something?
Hollywood.
Playing
Yeah,
Hollywood, that's what it was.
All right, but then, like, let's just say you held out this, like, hope that maybe you'd be there the night of one of those two guys were there. That would be kind of cool. It's not going to happen, but let's just say that's what they were selling you. You're like, maybe I'll be there in the night that Arnold's there. Maybe you're there the night that Sammy's there. Who gives a shit? Honestly, like, I guess if you're a big fan, but I'd be like, just leave me alone. I'm trying to eat.
Those Planet Hollywood shirts were popular when I was in high school or junior high.
Oh yeah, you know what? I made a pretty good chunk of change off I hit a swap meet one time and someone had like a Planet Hollywood, or was that Rock and Roll Cafe? Maybe it was Rock and Roll Cafe. I don't know. There's a bunch of those shot glasses from all over the world, and if you're ever buying any like glass that's like exclusive to the restaurant, you always want to buy the most obscure ones because like LA, New York, all that doesn't mean shit. There's millions of those sold. You want the ones like Anchorage, Alaska, or, you know, like Singapore or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I did really well off that shit. I think it was either Hard Rock or the other one, Planet Hollywood. Now, I did stay at a Planet Hollywood in Las Vegas. It was kind of neat.
They had like no longer, right? Didn't they go under?
I think they might have rebranded, but when I was there, we were in the Die Hard room, which was kind of cool. Yeah. It had like his nasty shirt on the wall, and it was kind of cool. I was like, you know, could have been worse. You know, we could have been in like the 9 to 5 room or something. I don't know. Like, I mean, it was like, at least it's Die Hard. It's kind of cool.
When you and your buddy dove into those records, did you know what the price per record was going to be, or did they say,
initially, no, we didn't know. We were just, you know, you know that you're gonna work this out one way or the other. And worst case scenario, he said $20 a record, and it's like, well, fuck it, keep them then. But he walked up behind us and said they were going to be $2 a record. So I'm like, okay. And then once I got to like the 25, 30 range, I was like, well, you know, it's like $60 already. Not that it's not worth it, but, you know, I had a whole day ahead of me. This was really early. And I'm like, I don't want to get too committed. But then when I walked up there, his wife was like, okay, $25. I'm like, oh, so it's $1 a record then. It's like, I wish I'd have known that a couple of minutes ago. But like, okay, that's fine. I still made out.
That's pretty good. This flea market I went to today, there's a bunch of vendors with records, and they wouldn't tell you a price until you pulled out what you wanted.
Yeah,
you're like, well, let's see what you got. Go through and let's see. Okay. Thinking $1 or $2 a record because they're wavy and baking in the sun all day. Oh, that's Zeppelin too? Yeah. I saw that sell for $65. I'll let you have it for $45 today.
Thanks for wasting my time.
Yeah. And they look at you like, what do you mean? I'm like, we're in a farmer's field in a flea market. These are $2 red. There's no sleeves. They got weather damage. The insides are questionable. Anyways, I did.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's one thing if you go to a specialized record shop where this is their business, and there might be a return policy if something's wrong, and you have a rapport with this owner that maybe you work on. It's a one-time vendor. No, I'm not giving you $45. I wouldn't give you $25 at a swap meet unless it was something I knew was super rare and expensive. You know what I mean? Like maybe that $700 set we were talking about a month ago, whatever it was. But
not only that, I'm just going to take your word for it that you saw this sold for $65 somewhere when I know I can go get a brand new copy at a record store for $30. So I'm not going to buy your used copy for $45.
And you guys kind of opened my eyes to, like, I mean, I would consider you guys, you know, record collectors. You don't seem to really give a shit if it's original or new, as long as it's.
No, I don't. There are collectors
I know
that
some do, sure, but I mean, I feel like I'm seeing more and more people. They just want vinyl and they want it to be nice.
Yeah, like I know there's some guys on YouTube, like they're going after these records that came out in the 90s that had such a limited print run, and they're spending so much money on them. Meanwhile, they can go get you know, a reissue of it for, you know, regular price, $25-$30, but it's what they want. You know, it has to be the original, whatever.
Well, I mean, whatever limitations you put on yourself with collecting, but
like
whatever.
To me, like to me, it's useless. Like Nintendo carts made sense because they were never going to make. They're not going to make them again, right? But to me, like they could press vinyl at any second. So, you know, you can go get something that's like, oh yeah, this is out of print or whatever, but it could come into print at any second.
Well, and not only that, with a Nintendo game, you can make an argument that a modern emulation won't play exactly the same. Some people don't care, but some people do care. Whereas you can't make that same argument with a record. Matter of fact, the new record will probably sound better.
Yeah, I mean, there are some different mixes and stuff like that. And sometimes the reissue, they use like a different tape, and so some people.
But they have the ability, though, correct? I mean, could they not mimic that?
Sure, absolutely.
Well, but emulation can't truly mimic the exact play. It's close.
It's pretty close now, yeah.
It is, but you know, try playing Mike Tyson on your big flat screen and see how quick you react. You know, like there's some games that cannot get that precise perfection down, whereas I think a record could if somebody wanted to.
Yeah.
Now, of course, there's going to be shitty releases or whatever, but anyway.
I do have a question in that vein. And I've been thinking about this. If you have an original, let's just say Led Zeppelin 1, the original release of it, original pressing, the original mix, and then Jimmy Page comes out later and remasters it, do you feel the need to get the remaster if you have the original pressing and it's pristine?
No, I think Mike Ladano said it best once. There's no point in buying a remastered vinyl because what are you remastering? It came out originally on vinyl. That's what it's going to sound like. Like they remastered CDs because the format, you know, what could show the imperfections in the original vinyl recordings, right? So like there's no point in buying a remaster. Now, if it's remixed or if the remaster is changed in some way and you want a different version of the song,
that's what I mean. Yeah.
You know, then go for it if that's what you want. But
if it's a different song, then you're buying a variant or whatever the song.
Pretty much, yeah. Like for instance, there's that Alice Cooper Greatest Hits album that has all the song, like, you know, his greatest hits on it, but they're different mixes. You know, they're kind of different songs. So, you know, that's not really a remaster, but like if a remaster like that came out and you wanted different mixes of it, you know.
And then they always sucker you in by adding an extra song or putting an exclusive song, stuff like that.
Poster or something.
Yeah.
All right. Chris Roberts, got anything else you want to bail now, or
I'll probably just go. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I have an engagement I can't get out of. Well, I don't want to get out of either, but I'm happy to see you guys. You know, like it's been a while. I've been wanting to get on, and
before you go,
I'll have tons more records here.
No one asked me what the second component was of my 2 for $5.
We're not supposed to, though. That is for a different show. Why would you spoil that?
Look for the answer on Wednesday when Chris Roberts.
I'm sorry, you're in the television business. I should have known you were gonna. My bad.
Yeah, I wonder what it could be.
These two guys
VHS show
will be back on the VHS show on Wednesday, so look for that.
We're probably going to try to stick with the Wednesdays. Yeah, 5 o'clock should be, unless something comes up, but hopefully 5 o'clock Wednesday, West Coast time.
Yeah.
So add 2, 3, 4, depending on what time zone you're in. And if you're overseas, you know, thanks. Get up early or catch the replay.
Yep. So that'll be fun. Got lots to talk about. But thanks for being on tonight's show.
No, hey, thanks for having me. Glad seeing you guys. So we'll see you later. Maybe I'll call in from where I'm at. Maybe not. Cool. I probably won't be there in enough time, but maybe I'll show you some of the parking lot. It's gonna just real quick. I went to an event like last week, or was it last week? Yeah, maybe week. Yeah, last week, and woo, boy, it was something. People in Oakland, not Oakland, but southern San Francisco area, it's a whole nother world over there, man. It's crazy. So they don't have no COVID restrict, no nothing. It was just like fucking come at your own risk.
Give me a hug.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, man, you should have saw like the debauchery that was going on in the parking lot. Like, man, that place was wrecked. There's people, do you know that there's people, and I knew this, but I don't know if you guys know because you're not really football watchers. Do you know that people go to the game and they never leave the parking lot?
Yeah.
They just stay in the parking lot.
They do that in Buffalo too. It's called tailgating.
Yeah, no, tailgating is like before, and then you go into the game. That's how I always thought of a tailgate. Come early, get drunk, eat some food, and then, hey, game starting in 20 minutes, everybody, let's go. No, these fucking idiots were there the whole time,
Yeah.
and when we come back out, they're like, holy shit, you look wrecked. I saw him on the way in. Oh, there's your guy, Peter North. All right, well, I'm going to get going. Anyways, I got to go.
But you had your debauchery story. It
was definitely a lot of debauchery. I imagine Peter would have fit right in there. So, with this sausage.
Good looking honky.
All right.
All right, everybody.
Enjoy your time tonight.
Okay. See ya.
Cigarettes.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, no, they do that in Buffalo too. Like they got the
they're the big.
They stay out there the whole game.
Table guys or whatever.
Yeah. And they'll have like tents and stuff. It's a whole thing out there.
Yeah. Not in Toronto.
No. Well, there's no parking lot. And the games aren't always on Sunday, right? So
well, they tried to allow a little bit in Toronto, but there's just too much restrictions.
Yeah.
Just can't happen.
Yeah.
Anyways. Kevin's up. We're an hour still in the vinyl adjacent segments, but I think Kevin's going to plow right into some records.
Yeah, I really don't have any vinyl adjacent, so I might as well just show the records I have. If you recall, I'm still in the S's in the collection.
No new records.
No, I haven't bought any records or CDs or anything. I've been just busy working on the cars and stuff like that, so I haven't gone out. I almost went out this morning to the Mission Thrift, but never got around to it. So in the S's, what do I got next? Oh, another Canadian band you might have heard of called Sloan. This is their second album called Twice Removed.
Yeah, we've heard of Sloan from Kevin. He's always talking Sloan.
Well, I've seen Sloan now 3 times. They put on a really good show. And if you don't know anything about Sloan, when you go see them, like, they got their, he's the guitarist and he's kind of like the rhythm guitar and the drummer and the bass guy. And they all like start off and they do like 3 or 4 songs like that. And then all of a sudden they'll just get up and they'll just all change and they'll all, they'll be playing like different instruments and stuff.
Nice.
So they're multitaskers.
That's what those Lemon Twig brothers do. They're all over.
Well, there's only 2 of them, isn't there?
Yeah.
There's your insert on there. And
a little off subject. I finally listened to the Tragically Hip, Kevin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
which one did you listen to?
The one that looks like an Allman Brothers, or you sounded, what was it? Flowers? Was that what it? Ooh.
No, that's the Sheepdogs.
Is that the Sheepdog? Okay, yes.
Yeah,
okay, that's fair. Let's go. Sheepdogs, Tragically Hip. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, almost the same. Sure. And what did you think of the Sheepdogs?
Oh, it was good. It was I honestly I had no idea what to expect, and I could definitely hear the Allman Brothers once you mentioned that.
Yeah, it's like the doubling guitars.
Yeah,
for sure. And then some of the songs sound like Santana.
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, was there a little organ in there too?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's
this is the album right here.
Yeah.
Changing Colors.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I'm glad you like them.
Yeah.
Where did you pull that up? Bandcamp or?
Yeah, it was not
Spotify.
Bandcamp.
It was on Bandcamp?
No. Sorry, Spotify.
Okay.
Yeah, all their stuff should be on Spotify.
Yeah.
Here's their third album, From One Chord to Another. I picked these up at one of their shows, which was the best way to buy vinyl records in Canada because these were only $20 a piece, no tax or anything. which is great.
Yeah, that was great buying at shows. Flat fee.
By the way, Freeways has a new album out, or it's coming
did you
out.
see there's a 7-inch? You see the cover artwork for it?
Yeah, it looks awesome.
It looks
but
awesome.
It's so expensive here. Like,
really, even when it's Canadian price. Like on the
I know,
Bandcamp.
but it like the shipping alone was $17.
Yeah, that for a 7-inch too, and I saw that, I was like, oh man, because I didn't buy it. There was two. There was like a deluxe edition, which it was a 7-inch and a patch for a little bit more, and I was kind of trying to justify, like, okay, well, the record's 10 and the patch is 10. I could, but still, I was like,
yeah. So hopefully,
I love their all the artwork they have on those. It's so cool.
Yeah.
We got on a snowmobile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully they go out and do a couple of shows in that, and I can go out to a show and pick up some of their stuff.
Because they're from your part of Canada.
They're just down the street.
Right?
They're in Brampton.
Yeah.
Which is like 55-minute drive for me.
Yeah, that's funny. I was listening to that Freeways record today.
So this is their big release. This is Navy Blues. This came out, right when Sarah and I were just getting together.
Was that a box set?
Yeah, so I got the special box set. It was the 20th anniversary edition that came out on their 21st, on the album's 21st anniversary. But there's the sleeve.
Box sets, do you keep them separate, or do you organize those in with your records too?
They go right in with the records.
Okay.
Right in there. So there's a big poster in here. If I let Bill have this, I'd definitely get ripped for sure. It's not much of a poster, though. I don't really care too much for that one.
I have
a big book.
Sorry to interrupt, but here is there's that album cover you guys were talking about.
Spark Eliminator.
How cool is that?
Which kind of has like a ZZ Top vibe with that Eliminator name, and then the car on the Eliminator album,
I love everything. The whole vibe they got is so cool. That logo, so cool.
So the cool thing about this box set is that they put a couple extra tunes on singles. So you get like the vinyl, right? And then like some 45s on there with some artwork on them.
Same recording as the LP.
Yeah. It's like bonus tracks, I guess. There's one 45, and then this one's just blank action. You get a mystery 45. I don't remember what that's about. Then it came with an album of the demos, which was an interesting listen.
But what do these guys kind of sound like?
They and then some outtakes. They sound like Sloan. They're just a rock and roll Canadian rock and roll band. Their early stuff is kind of more what's the word? Like here's the album itself. Kind of alternative, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
But with this album, this is where they really got like more of a Beatles influence. And like one song is called Iggy and Angus, like Iggy Pop and Angus Young, and there's a lot of that influence in there. It's just good stuff. It's like they're a unique band, I couldn't really peg them as something else, although you can hear the influence on some of the songs, but give them a try. This was my gateway, is this album here, Navy Blues. And then I slowly came around on the earlier stuff, and now I just like it all. Where am I here? Oh, this was the next one. So this was their latest album. This is their 12th album. This just came out.
Albums.
This came out a few years ago, 2018. This was a show that I went to see when they were promoting this album.
I like that logo. That font is cool.
Yeah, it's kind of they switched it up and I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And carpet matches the drapes.
Ooh, there we go. Nice. Oh,
purple.
pretty.
All right.
And that was
You
only
said
22.
that was their
Yeah.
19th
12.
record.
Their 30th.
19. Jesus, where'd I get that?
12. The album's
Okay,
called 12.
that's still a
It was
lot of
their
records.
12th album. Yeah, they've been around since the early 90s. So,
Okay. Yeah.
you know.
Look at this. Bill Booth saw them at Nathan's Phillips Square in Toronto for free.
Very nice.
For free.
Very nice.
Probably a lot of people have seen him for free at the fair and stuff like that.
I don't think they do too many fairs, Bill. I don't know what fairs you're attending, but
Is that kind of looked
what do I
down
got?
upon in Canada? If you know the fair circuit.
The fair
and
circuit.
then this was a B-sides win. This was exclusive from their website. I got another one. I don't know where it is. It must be in with the more recent pickups. And then next, I got my Bruce Springsteen. That was it for the Sloan. Born to Run. Who doesn't have Born to Run? You gotta have Born to Run, right?
I guess.
I'm not the biggest Bruce Springsteen fan, but I guess I got this for cheap. Price was right.
I had a Sesame Street ripoff of that called "Born to Spell," and it was Bert and Ernie on the cover, and it was that they did like a spoof on it. So where it
Bert,
looked just
who
like,
was on the cover, Bert or Ernie?
I think it was Bert holding the guitar. Bert was Bruce.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. Ernie does play the saxophone, right? Now this one I do like. I do like "Darkness on the Edge of Town."
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah,
That's a good track too.
it's more of
Was the work? Is that on there? What's the first track?
at Badlands.
Badlands.
Got Badlands. Adam raised a drain. Don't ask me to read. In the dark. Something in the night. Candy's Room. That's the big song on this one. Racing in the Street. The Promised Land. Factory. Streets of Fire. Proved It All Night. Darkness on the Edge of Town. There's your insert. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 jacket on photos and 1 jacket off photo. That's the
Cool.
score.
Jacket off photos, huh?
You like the jacket off photos, Bill?
Yep.
That's your thing?
You get to see more of the musculature.
Not judging. The River.
The river.
That's another pretty good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see that one. That
More
was a
acoustic stuff
double-
on this one,
was
right?
that a double,
Yeah.
double LP? Yeah.
I haven't listened to this in forever though. But this has the 2 LPs in the one sleeve.
Hmm.
Oh,
That's unusual for an old, like there's no gatefold. We got a insert here. This is very like a today release. But this is an original. Or maybe an 80s reprint or something like that. I don't know if it's a first run. There's your E Street Band.
well, if we were good, we would look it up right now to see if there ever was a gatefold.
And you're on the Columbia label.
Oh, yeah.
Columbia. Yeah. All right. And I got one more. I think. Just one more. Yeah. This is a Sarah pickup. This is her favorite Bruce Springsteen album.
Tunnel of Love.
Tunnel of Love.
It's got the bolo tie there.
And there's a receipt in here. Oh. What's that for? $73.
Oof. That's like
Whoa.
a record. Wow.
Hey now.
She didn't pay that for. I think that was for the total because she paid $7.99 for that. I have seen her spend $73 on an album. She's crazy. But yeah, she played this one for me. It's not too bad. It's okay.
Tunnel of Love. That was the title. That was the single off that, right? I kind of remember that.
There is a song Tunnel of Love on there. The big single on this one. No idea. I have no idea. You tell me.
There wasn't one.
What was the big single on there?
I don't know. Tunnel of Love.
Tunnel of Love.
Sure. But this one's more of an 80s vibe, right?
I found a gatefold for the river, but it was country of origin Hong Kong in 1980. Got a gatefold.
Oh, that doesn't count. North American or get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
that's right. That's it. That's it for me. That's all I got.
Are you done the S's?
I don't know. I just stopped at Bruce Springsteen. I'm like, okay, that's enough.
I bet you
that's
got
enough for
S's.
tonight. I don't know if there's more. There was a bunch of Sarah had Squeeze and
Squeeze, yeah.
Spoon.
Yeah, there was a bunch of Spoon in there. I don't know any of that stuff.
Lots to explore still.
She's got to show that stuff. That's her stuff to talk about. I have no idea what any of that stuff is.
You don't know Squeeze?
No. Are they were they Crowded House or something?
No, it was like a new wave band.
I don't know. I don't know any of that stuff. I'm in like that. I like a little bit of it, but I couldn't tell you who's who and what's what.
Yeah, Squeeze is good.
All right. Well, I got a treat for you guys.
It's the unboxing.
I got some VHS to show. Oh wait, that's later on.
Dang it! Oh, you got private parts on top.
Private parts.
What? You can't see that yet.
Let's see your privates.
Can't talk about VHS on this show, and on the VHS show, you can't talk about music. They get very militant over there about it. Duke goes crazy.
I see what happened. I think the VHS shows. Oh, we lost Matt.
See you talk VHS. He's out of here.
The VHS show is definitely killing the vinyl show because I saw over there. That's where all the ladies end up now. We got Lobo Bob over there. Denise is over there.
No, we haven't seen Denise in a while. I don't know what happened to Denise.
Sorry, not Denise. Who?
Worried about her.
Can't remember the other one.
Danielle.
Yeah.
She's gone over to VHS.
All regulars over there now. Got nothing left for the vinyl show.
They catch the replays. Don't worry about it.
We get Peter North for a second.
It's been a while. He's calling us first name basis now.
That's true. Yeah.
I still think that's Joe.
Yeah.
He's not.
No, he's not that clever.
No. Kevin said it, not me.
He'll never watch this. It's all
I do have a package here from Third Man Records. Little guy.
Some 7 inches.
Hey, Matt Bandy. I'm trying to be Matt Bandy again.
I know.
Get my address out there. Unless someone wants to send me something, go ahead. It's from Third Man. But first, I forgot to show this in the adjacent area. I got a Tom Petty DVD.
Oh,
cool.
Very nice.
Live from the Fillmore.
Never seen that.
That was from 99. jamming me, running down a dream, swinging, breakdown, listen to her heart. It's got the goods. It's got the
It's
old
all one show.
Remember these? No,
Yeah.
there's 2 nights here.
Oh, okay.
2 nights.
No, if Chris Roberts was on the show, he would give the pro tip. Some of those, sometimes that fetches a little more money.
Remember when these first came out? I don't know. I kind of had trouble figuring out how to open them. You just got to do that. But it was difficult. You're like, what? Let's see what's in here. Very bare bones. That's it. Little picture and the disc. I can't remember where I got this from. If it was a yard sale or... But anyways, glad to have that. Third Man Records, they are in charge of the latest bootleg series, the Bob Dylan bootleg series. They are pumping out the vinyl edition. And as a strange bonus, they have released this as a 7-incher, this little bonus disc. And man, I think it was $6.99. That's it, plus shipping.
Wow.
Shipping to Canada adds another $10, something like that, but you're getting the single for under $20, and it's something that's not going to be in stores around here anyways.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yep.
Third Man, their prices, even in like my local record shop, they're always under, more like what records used to cost, I guess.
Not here by the time they get to the record store.
Oh, really?
The record store jacks it.
Yeah, White Stripe albums are always super expensive.
Yeah, when I bought that Sleep single that Third Man put out, it was like $15 for
wow.
Granted, it was only one song, but it was still a full. I probably could have charged at least $20 for that. So that's cool to see.
And because I'm a member of the Vault, I got a little discount too. So pays to be a Vault member. Any guesses? No one guesses what this is yet?
I thought you said it was a Bob Dylan bootleg.
It is a Bob Dylan. It's a little bonus that goes with the bootleg series. It is a 7-incher of Blind Willie Mctell.
Nice.
It's a Bob Dylan song called Blind Willie Mctell.
Yeah, most people believe this is his greatest song that never got released. He's famous for leaving off amazing cuts off albums. This was one of them off the Infidels album. And it got left off the album, didn't get a release until the bootleg series started with volume 1 or 2 or 3. It was on one of those, the triple pack. And that's when audiences got an official release of Blind Willie Mctell. And yeah, people have always said, how could this have got left off of that album?
It took him 5 takes, at least 5 takes to get that song right.
Yeah. Got one and
wow,
5.
Mick Taylor on guitar on the take 1 anyways.
And that was the Knopfler produced album, Infidels. So that's why Knopfler appears on there. Let's see. What do we got here? There it is. Yeah, I got a 7-incher, just as like Matt Bandy. I'm cool like Bandy. So yeah, go to Third Man Records. No, well, I have a few, just like under 5.
Okay.
Basically what I got from Vault releases, So there's that. And then we can get into what I picked up recently. I can pick up where I left off last time. These were still those records from the Aurelia record store, if I recall. So they were in the new arrival section, but the price was right, like this one. $6 for some more Long John Baldry. This is a blind buy for me. I haven't listened to this album before, but I like the Boogie Woogie, so this has got to be good too, doesn't it? I don't know. British bluesman called Baldry's Out. The Baldry's Out. And what do we got in here? A&M sleeve with stuff going on there.
Bill Splooge.
Somebody took their Baldries out on that.
It was out. Baldry was out. It's okay. On Capital. Capital with the 4 stars there. 4-star Capital is what they call that. So $6. I'll take a chance on that. I haven't listened to it yet. I haven't listened to any of these yet. Ooh, yeah. This is good stuff there. Remember, I said a long time ago, I'm going to be looking for mountain stuff whenever I can get it.
Ooh, more? Nice.
And I previewed this to you guys last week, but you didn't get it. It's West, Bruce, and Lang.
Well, I've never seen that one.
Which is basically, side project of Mountain.
How's that face at the bottom left there?
Yeah, which one?
There's that. They're both pretty good.
They're giving it. This one's in really good shape. $10.
How long is that last track?
10-minuter. Powerhouse Sod, it's called. With Wes, Bruce, and Lang. That's Jack Bruce, of course.
I've heard some of their bootleg series, the live recordings, and those tracks, they go on quite a while. It's cool stuff.
Politicians on here too.
Experimental and jammy kind of.
Yeah, look at this. Just 2 tracks on there.
Right.
$10 for this? Yeah, I'll take that all day long.
What year was that from?
Oh boy. It's live and kicking. That's what you asked.
Okay. That's what I did ask. Yeah. What year it's from though?
74.
74. Cool.
74. Almost. Good things were about to happen. Very close to happen.
Oh. There you go. Climbing? No.
Now some more live.
That one's cool. Nice. I haven't seen that one before.
Mountain.
It's
Featuring
similar artwork.
Felix
what? What's his last name?
Papalardi.
Papalardi.
Felix
Papalardi.
Papalardi.
He was the guy. He was with that's Mountain. West and Papalardi. They're the writing duo. Don't have a price on this. Oh, maybe this was yard sale or flea market. Right. Where am I at? This is flea market. Yeah. So I got 3 records at this flea market. When I was looking through the records, I'm like, how much are the records? 5, 10. So I pull. So I go from like pulling every other record out to like just the best. And I pull 3 out and I said, okay, I got 3. And his partner, who's actually longtime listeners of STC Pod will recognize his name, Blake, my cursed thrift rival. This was his actual table. And so he said, we'll do 25 for those 3. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, that flea market should be $2 a record. I said, what was the price I did? I think it was 3 for 15. I offered 3 for 15, and I had to fight with him. I said, look, Blake, I can take these. I can show you. They each have issues, like no sleeve for one. And then he's like, no, I know you. Go ahead. You can take those. Might have been 3 for 10 actually. Cause I was
think better price.
Yeah. I was thinking if I go low, what he said first, 5 times 3 is 15, and I got to go lower than that. So I offered 10, and I argued with him and I got the 10. So it was okay. And the vinyl's pretty good. It ain't perfect, but pretty good. And as Bandy was talking, those big long songs, this is the one.
Nice.
Big long band on there. That's their Opus Nantucket Sleigh Ride.
What's the label? Bell? That's
yeah.
Bell again, eh?
Bell again, yeah. I don't know if
I've never come across any live records of theirs.
Oh, I gotta leave that out and put a sleeve on it. So the other two records I got some Kaka.
Yeah. I got that on CD.
Yeah, that's a good one. It's got what? What's it got on here?
Isn't it Have a Little Help from My Friends? Isn't that on there?
Nope. It's got some Dylan, Dear Landlord. It's got Bird on a Wire. She Came In Through the Bathroom Window.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
a version of that.
Yeah.
There he is. Kaka.
Look at that. You see, even Duke's throwing shade at the vinyl show. Rest in peace, vinyl show.
Oh, we got some stuff.
VHS. Who knew VHS was going to take over?
We have a sleeve in here, guys. This is exciting. The sleeve is beside the record. That's helpful. So, and we got a preview of other releases. More Cocker there.
It's not all just Cocker, though, right? There's some other stuff in there.
Yeah.
There's a cock or two in there.
Wow.
I think it's the same. No, it's that different. Yeah. So that's the sleeve, and then the record is just where you can get at it nice and easy.
Jeez. Duke and Mother Brain are getting hot and heavy there in the chat.
Hold on.
Getting crazy over there.
You don't get that on the VHS show.
That's because they know they could be discreet here. No one will bother them in the chat.
Finally, you ready for the finale? This is it for my records for this episode. So even if it comes back, I'm done. This is it, the big finale.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
look at you picking up the Huey Lewis.
It might be the most valuable too. If you look this up, this has got some value to it.
Really?
Oh, is that
Well,
original?
mine doesn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Mine doesn't.
It
It's
does.
so scratched up.
Well, let's look at the vinyl. Like, hold on. I looked at this in a sun-baked afternoon in a farmer's field. So
Oh, I see.
it does have a sleeve.
Oh, that's good.
One of these condom ones. It's on there pretty tight.
And Miss Lola Bob
looks
is in
good.
the house.
Hey, Miss Lola Bob. She missed the Bob Dylan 7-inch though.
Speaking of the devil, jeez.
That's right. Kevin Buried on Mars called you guys out earlier.
Just to prove me wrong.
So there it is. I can't remember. I wish I could remember what the price I saw on it, but it was shocking how much that thing's worth. I don't know
Really?
why.
What now? What is it? What are we talking here? $15, Bill?
No, I don't remember, but I think 50 is in my mind, but
50.
40
Goodness.
or 50, something like that.
I should have taken better care of my copy.
Yours was well used, right? And
Yeah.
in your
Well, it's the one I
edits.
had when I was a kid, and my sister and I used to do like skits with it and stuff. So that needle was like right on there.
You put it in your bike and let the spokes go across it.
No, not that crazy, but
No, eh?
it made it to the downstairs record player, which had pretty much a nail for a stylus.
Yeah. So that was my flea market finds right there. The other two had initials on it. This doesn't even have the guy's initial on it. So I'm very happy with that. Yeah, Huey Lewis, 2 shows in a row from me.
Wild.
Pretty wild. I thought I was done with Huey a long time ago.
You're never done with Huey.
I guess not. All right, Matt Bandy. Now that the audience is here for you.
Right, yeah. My lighting's getting a little bad here. I'm out in the garage again. The sun's starting to set here in California, so my light's getting a little dim, setting the mood.
Yeah, you were radiant when we started.
Yeah. Yeah, we the lighting isn't the greatest in my garage, but usually I just have the door open and get some light in that way. But I got some new pickups, all new pickups today. Couple I got today, couple came in the mail last week, and I will start with what came in the mail last week.
More mail.
I've shown more mail. Mm-hmm. So I've shown these before, or not. I'm sorry, I've showed this artist before. This is a dungeon synth artist, neoclassical.
I remember.
Thief. Yeah. So Out of Season just released these on vinyl. They did a vinyl release of the 2 records that I got, but it was different artwork. This is the original artwork from the cassette release, and I think these are recorded at 33 1/3 instead of 45 speed that might have been on the other release. So there's something different about the recording on this. But I picked these up because I like to support this label, and it's got the original artwork on it, and no inserts, but it is on orange, shocking orange vinyl here.
Yeah.
So if you're going to start with this subgenre, Thief is a great place to start. This is where I got my start, honestly. And this next record this was kind of what drew me to it and pulled me into checking out more stuff, was this record here, Thief 2. This is my favorite of theirs, and I love the artwork to this. I'm not sure who the artist is for this. I don't know if it's an old painting or one that was commissioned for it, but yeah, this is some cozy, cool stuff. And this also is on mint. Have a mint free.
Minty,
yeah. And each side is the entire album. So
the entire album's on both sides.
On both sides, yeah. So
it's only a 20-minute.
Yeah, it repeats on both sides. You'll notice that with a lot of synth, especially dungeon synth. Either the releases are really long, or like maybe 20 minutes max, which is nice for some casual listening. And this type of music isn't always the most active listens. It's good to you can put it and just listen to it, but it's also good to, kind of background stuff as well. So the shorter durations kind of help with that, I think. And these picked up 3 records today from my local record store, Boo Boo Records in San Luis Obispo, California. It's been a while since I've been in there, but they had some stuff that was on my want list. So I've been slowly picking away at my Jethro Tull collection, specifically the 70s era stuff. This one I don't come across too often, Minstrel in the Gallery.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
1975.
Wow.
Minstrel in the Gallery was had some radio play, was the single off of this. The other tracks on here I'm not familiar with, but this one looks
familiar. Did I show that one?
So there's a Passion Play has very similar artwork to this, or they kind of look similar. And at first, that's what I initially thought it was, which I'm also missing that record. But this album cover is pretty wild when you look at it here. It's a pretty crazy party going on here. You got a kid riding an alligator, but there's a man inside the alligator, and they're chasing a monkey that's on a ball and chain. What the hell is going on there? It's crazy. You got some guys in the back with some, I don't know, torches outside coming in. I don't know. Some wild stuff.
That should be your next tattoo.
Yeah. And the sleeve. Got your liner notes here. Ian Anderson on the back. But this picture here is, which guy looks like he doesn't belong?
Maybe the guy with the tie in the front.
That guy in the center. What the hell?
Looks like he.
Who's this guy?
Yeah.
He's got no cool mustache, no facial hair, and it looks like he photobombed.
Yeah, jumped right in.
A big ass tie, and look at those that collar. Jesus Christ!
He booked
like their
into
manager.
the Best Western.
I know. So I don't know what's going on there. but yeah, looking forward to giving this one a spin. I'm missing, if you can believe it, Thick as a Brick.
Ooh.
I used to have that record. I don't know what the hell happened to it. And for some reason, whenever I come across it, I just don't pick it up, or it's not in the best condition. So I'm missing that. I'm missing a Passion Play, and Stormwatch, I think, is the last one in that 70s era. I've never listened to Stormwatch. I see that often, but that's kind of right on the cusp of 80s era Jethro Tull. But yeah, I still need to pick that one up. So I think those are only the three that I'm missing. There might be one other one in there that's skipping my mind, but I think that's it. And then I picked up a few Waylon Jennings records today too. The Ramblin' Man from '74. This is a really good record. This is another. I've been slowly chipping away at that era of Waylon Jennings, that mid '70s kind of outlaw style of his music. So I picked this one up today. And then this was one that I've skipped on a few times because the price wasn't right, but Dreaming My Dreams from '75. This is a great one too.
I like the Waylon font on the other one way better.
Yeah. I think almost in every record it's different.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, like how some artists they get that logo and they just stick it on every album, and then others they're constantly changing.
Well, one looks before and sorry.
Go ahead.
One looks before and after Rehab.
Oh yeah, right. No, I don't know if the he did have that the Waylon. It was almost kind of like that Weezer W with the
right, yeah,
this kind of thing. I know he had that on a few of the later '70s and into the '80s, that logo. But yeah, this is another good one. So there's quite a few that I'm missing. I never did see him on the Waltons. I never did see that. I know what show you're talking about, but I didn't know he was on that.
I did not like the Waltons.
There's quite a few that I'm still missing from this era of Waylon. That dude, he put out a lot of records too. But yeah, slowly chipping away at the outlaw '70s era. Oh, Merle. Okay.
Waylon was Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
Bandolier.
That's more his vibe. So yeah, that's all my pickups for today.
Yeah. Whoop.
She retracted it.
Yeah, there you go. She's saying it might have been
Merle Haggard.
Yeah, the Hag.
The Hag.
What did Bandy stop?
Yeah, I said that was my last one. That's all I got today.
Come on, Bill. Listen.
Well, Kevin stopped. I stopped. Bandy stops. Hour 38. What's going on?
That's it. That's all we got.
I guess I should have went slower through my cassettes if I known that was the.
Oh, it was fine. It was a very well-paced show, I think.
I can we can do a deeper dive into Blues Smith now that we have a couple more Canadians in the chat. If they've ever heard of Blues Smith,
what year is this from?
I'm guessing that's probably an independent release or a local.
Yeah.
No, it's not, because it's got Universal on here. But I think that might be the only album they ever put out. This was out in, I don't know.
Blues Smith was the name of the band?
Yep. Blues Smith.
Nothing but Bessie Smith.
Same thing happened to me when I looked him up. They're like, obviously you mean Bessie Smith. And here's what she's done. Blues Smith. But love that cover with the flames coming out of his eyes.
How do you spell Bluesmith? Is it just Blues Smith? Oh, Smythe.
Oh yeah, Smythe. That's why.
Yeah, they're from Calgary. That's what I learned. And you can hire them. They'll work your bar mitzvah.
They're on Twitter. Calgary.
Yeah, I got that show off to Matt Bandy for those of you that missed it. I thought that'd be a Bandy thing for
Sure,
sure.
here we go.
They have a whopping 151 followers on Twitter.
So how did that CD end up at that old guy's yard sale in Barrie, Ontario? From
Dunno.
Calgary. There's a story. I should have asked him what this was before buying it.
They got 7 monthly listeners on Spotify. We got some underground stuff there, Bill.
Yeah, see that?
Under-
You thought Matt Bandy was the guy with the rarefied stuff. But
Got the underground blues.
yeah, Canadian Western Canadian blues happening there. All right, so I guess we can wrap it up. I appreciate everyone for showing up for this week. It's been fun. That was Vinyl Show episode 60. 60. Will there be a 61? Because I am out. I am out of vinyl.
No more records. That's it.
That's it. And I'm having storage issues now. I put away last week's stuff, and I'm like, again, I'm at another storage bridge. What do I do?
I told you the
built-
VHS show was going
you-
to kill this show. Now he's all into VHS. That's it. We're done.
You built a shelf for your VHS. You can build a shelf for your records.
I do have a record shelf. It's at its capacity. I don't know what to do. I have to come to a decision. Something
Did-
else.
Part of this journey that you started, you were supposed to decide if you were going to get rid of any records. As you went through all of your records, was there
That's right.
any that you did
Mhm.
decide to
Mhm.
leave aside?
I did have a yard sale a couple of weekends ago. I don't know if
Yeah, you
we talked about
sold 500 VHS.
that. That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I got rid of maybe 7 records. So that was, it helped. Helped a lot.
So that should be 7 spots on your shelf.
They were doubles. So not really. Yeah, you're right. I haven't pulled any out really. Yeah. I don't know what to do. We'll have to do a video about it. Come up with a solution. I'm telling you. Anyways, that's where I'm at. I certainly don't mind coming back on the show and being a presenter and just presenting my friends with their records because they still got lots. Matt Bandy and Barrett on Mars. He's only in the S's. They got tons. I'll come on here and I'll show you my airplanes. I'll go, this is Boeing 737.
Oh, no. The airplane show.
The plane collection. Yeah.
Oh boy.
So if anyone in the chat wants to come on this show, we could certainly use the extra guest capacity coming up. But you know what'll happen. I'll end up buying more records, so don't worry about it. Look forward to seeing you on the next episode of the Vinyl Collection. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe, and tune into these guys who have joined me today. Matt Bandy, he's on Twitter, Matt Bandy X. He's the Matt Bandy Beat the Bandy Challenge is happening. Beat the Bandy Challenge. We're playing Sequest. Duke is playing Sequest.
Yeah. Who has, besides Duke, who has the record? Who has the high score?
That's me.
What's your?
I'm like 130,000.
Okay, so that should be my next goal. 130.
Yeah.
I got 105.
Nice.
Wow.
I think.
Nice.
Once you start getting around the 80,000
Yeah,
mark,
that's when it gets
starts getting
crazy.
hard.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Because then you got the 3 fish, and they
Yeah.
go really fast.
Yeah.
And you can
Sometimes
get
can't shoot fast enough to. You have to almost avoid them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, Miss Elba Bob's asking if I have any other collections. Yeah, we could. Lots of stuff we could do, unfortunately. But yeah. So Matt Beat the Bandy. Follow that on Twitter and Instagram. And in the Discord of Retro Nonsense.
Retro Nonsense.
Right. This is a big player there.
Letterboxd.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Look right down below. All of our details for Letterboxd is there. I put up like 15 reviews recently. No one read, by the way.
I read all your reviews. I wanted to talk to you about The Beat Goes On. But is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goes
You
On.
gave that a 1 star. Wow.
Yeah. 2 good reasons, and I named them. And look for Kevin, Retro Fandango. Yeah. Yeah. And Nobozio from Zappa. It's child's play. Anyways, Letterboxd. Go look at our reviews. And Kevin just put out a Retro Fandango podcast. Go check that out. Search up Retro Fandango.
Talked about Canadian slang. It was good times.
Ooh. Yeah. I'll be listening to that when I get back to work on Monday.
Hoser?
Hoser.
No. Hoser was not on the list. I mean, it was on the list, but I didn't ask because I knew Richard. I basically tested Richard on his knowledge of Canadian slang, and I knew he would know what hoser is because of Bob and Doug McKenzie.
What is a hoser?
Bill.
Bill's a hoser?
Yeah, totally.
Oh.
Frig off, eh?
Like I don't know, a loser.
Okay.
Holy
hoser.
way.
Dumbass. Holy way. That was not on the list. It should have been.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All right. Ending it. Thanks everyone for joining us. Look for us, the VHS show, all that stuff. More to come. More music. I'm back to work, so we'll get some more bootleg music happening soon. Thanks, everyone.
Dog.
Bye.